2 weeks ago, I created a community post about my next video. The votes were strongly favored to DEVIN JATHO's editing tutorial. You guys also wrote a lot of comments for DEVIN JATHO's editing tutorial. After reviewing his videos, I have created a step-by-step editing tutorial for all of you. Inspired by his techniques, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for helping the channel hit the 1,000 subscriber milestone. Your support means the world to me, and I can't wait to keep creating content you love. Thank you guys for your love and support. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback is always valuable. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Step 1. Adding text like DEVIN JATHO. First, click on the text option. In the Add Text section, drag the default text layer onto the timeline. Now customize the text by selecting the bulby regular font and scale it up a bit. Head down to the basic section, choose Stroke, and adjust the thickness to around 31 for that bold look. For the color flip effect, add another text layer and split it where you want the color change. Highlight the text in the first layer and change its color. Now repeat the process for the second layer. Devin also played with the text angle, so go ahead, add text, and tweak the angle to your liking. Now, for that full screen text effect, add single word, scale it up. Add another layer on top, repeating the process. Arrange the text in descending order, and for that extra flair, add animation. Select the text layers, go to Animation, and choose the Grow animation. Boom! You've got that DEVIN JATHO text effect. But wait, there's more. Devin loves his glow text effect. Simply select the text layer, scroll down in the Basic section, and choose the Glow option. Adjust the range and intensity as desired. Add stroke if you want. Another way to add text like DEVIN JATHO is Submagic Text Generator. Check out Submagic, a text-generating website. Sign up with your Google account, click on Create, drag your video onto the page, and upload it. Customize your captions, select the Devin style, and there you have it, text just like DEVIN JATHO. And for an added touch, spice up your video with B-rolls. First, add animation, then select the B-roll you want. You've now mastered the art of creating text effects like DEVIN JATHO. Step 2. Adding shadow focus effect. Begin by navigating to the library and selecting a black screen. Drag it onto the timeline and activate the freeze feature. After doing so, then remove the original clip. Now, adjust the angle to -90 degrees and scale it up to cover the entire screen. Next, reduce the opacity to around 72 or customize it to your preference. Head over to the mask option and choose the circular shape. Then place it on the face, then click on Reverse, and increase the feathering to a value between 6 or 7. And you have something like this. Let's add a dynamic touch. Add keyframes, then drag the playhead 4 to 5 frames forward. At this point, add keyframes for position and size. Now, rewind the playhead by 5 frames and scale up the circle to encompass the entire screen. This strategic move sets the stage for a visually engaging effect. You can further refine the effect by adding additional keyframes. Simply move the playhead to the desired point. Adjust the circle's position on the face, and let CapCut effortlessly handle the rest by automatically generating keyframes. Step 3. Adding Instagram handle. Now, let's enhance our video by adding a smooth zoom out and a shadow effect. Start by inserting keyframes for scaling. Place the first keyframe with the initial scale, then move ahead by 8 to 9 keyframes. Add keyframe, set the scale to 100, creating a gradual zoom out effect. To make the transition smooth, right-click on the layer, choose Show Keyframe, then unhide the keyframe graph. Click on the keyframe, go to Graphs, and select the Ease Out 2 inches graph. Finally, right-click again and choose Hide Keyframe. Now you have this smooth, polished zoom out. For the shadow effect, position the playhead at the desired keyframe, aligning it with the scale keyframe. Reduce the length and height to 0 for a synchronized shadow disappearance. Now, let's integrate your Instagram handle. Capture a screenshot from your Instagram account and import it into CapCut. Drag it onto the timeline, select Mask, and use the rectangle option to crop the desired area. Round the corners to 12 in the basic section. Add 2 opacity keyframes and set the first one to 0 for smooth appearance. Next, apply animation by selecting Mini Zoom. This completes half of the effect. To finalize, incorporate text. Drag the default text layer, choose the Honest black font, position it for the Instagram handle, and apply a glow, as demonstrated in the previous step. Then, select Type 1-inch animation in the animation section. Optionally, modify the text color. And we have something like this. Step 4. Followers count. Start by dragging your Instagram handle onto the timeline. Use precise cropping to focus specifically on the follower count. Grab a black rectangle from the library. To cover the bio section, trim any excess parts, scale it down, and deactivate uniform scaling. Adjust the height to 18 and the length to around 55. Carefully position it over the bio, ensuring seamless coverage. Press Ctrl+C to copy and Ctrl+V to paste for creating a duplicate layer. Shorten its length to 6 and position it neatly over the follower count. Get the counting template from the link provided in the description. Drag it onto the video and navigate to the cutout section. Choose Chroma Key, use the color picker tool, move it on the green background, and drag the slider to 20 for clean removal. Crop and scale the template slightly to eliminate any commas. Place it strategically over the follower count. Add a text layer and write K, scale it down. Position it precisely next to the follower count numbers. Duplicate the text layer, change the text to M, and create another duplicate layer and write 1. Place them side by side next to the follower count for a polished look. Highlight all relevant layers and create a compound clip. At last, navigate to the Animation section and select Mini Zoom for a subtle zoom effect. Now we have something like this. Step 5. Add transitions like DEVIN JATHO. First, add 2 keyframes on the scale of the video layer. Move the playhead to the second keyframe and scale it up for a zoom-in effect. To make it smooth, right-click on the video layer, select Show Keyframe, and unhide the keyframes. Click on the keyframe, go to the graph, and choose Ease Out 3. Right-click again, and select Hide Keyframe for a smooth zoom-in. If you want a faster zoom-in, drag the keyframes closer to each other. You now have a smooth zoom-in effect. Repeat the process for a zoom-out by adding 2 keyframes, scaling down, and applying the same smooth transition. Adding transitions. Click on Transition in the Transition section. Choose the Camera option. Drag down the transition and select the right transition option. Drop it between the clips, adjusting the duration as needed. This gives you a sleek right transition effect. To add more transitions, split the video layer and apply left transitions between the clips. DEVIN JATHO often uses various transitions in his videos, so feel free to explore more options available in your editing software for a personalized touch. Now you have same transitions like DEVIN JATHO,